You walk into the room and everything stops. Your stomach drops. Your heart races. You've just caught your boyfriend masturbating. Maybe it was to porn, maybe it wasn't. But either way, it hits you in the gut like a punch. Most people will tell you it's not a big deal. Everyone does it. But what you're feeling isn't just embarrassment, and it's not just anger. It is, in fact, betrayal trauma, and your brain knows it. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh, and I work with women in betrayal trauma recovery, and I also work with men in sexual addiction recovery. In this video, I'm going to show you why this moment hurts so deeply and what's happening in both of your brains. I'm also going to show you how neuroscience and brain mapping can help you heal. Okay, so why does it feel like betrayal? When you catch your partner doing something sexual in secret, your nervous system experiences it as a breach in safety. It's not really entirely about the act itself. It's more about the secrecy, the disconnection, and the deception. Your brain's alarm system, the amygdala, it fires off. Cortisol for stress spikes. Adrenaline floods your body, and your prefrontal cortex, that logical part, it goes offline. That's why you shake, you cry, or you freeze. You might start replaying the moment again and again, wondering what else maybe you've missed. The loop isn't weakness. It's your brain trying to make sense of the danger inside of your relationship, which was supposed to give you safety. Now, let's talk about him without excusing it. For many of the men that I work with, masturbation and porn aren't about desire. They're about dopamine regulation. Each time he engages, his brain releases a surge of dopamine that temporarily relieves stress and boredom. Over time, the brain begins to depend on that hit, just like any other compulsive behavior. The more he repeats it, the more the brain's reward pathways become miswired, needing novelty and stimulation instead of connection and intimacy. So when you catch him, you're seeing the symptom of a neurological imbalance, not a momentary moral failure. Again, this isn't to minimize your pain. It is to help you understand why it happens so real healing can begin. Not shame, not blame, but true change. On your side, your body is screaming, I am not safe. The attachment circuits that were wired for trust now associate that person with danger. It's trust and danger at the same time. This creates what we call betrayal trauma response, hypervigilance, intrusive thoughts, emotional swings, even physical pain. You might find yourself constantly scanning for clues, rechecking his phone, or feeling sick at random times. You are not crazy. Your brain's threat network is on overdrive. It's trying to protect you from another shockwave. Here's where neuroscience gives us hope. Using a tool called brain mapping, we can actually see how betrayal or addiction impact the brain. When I map a client's brain, I can identify which regions are overactivated, like the anxiety centers, or which ones are under-functioning, such as focus or emotional regulation areas. For women in betrayal trauma recovery, brain mapping often shows high beta activity. The brain is locked, hardcore in fear mode. For men in sexual addiction recovery, we often see dysregulated reward networks. The brain has learned to chase artificial dopamine hits instead of genuine connection. The map becomes the blueprint for healing. The map allows us to calm the overfiring areas, retrain the nervous system, and restore balance so you can think clearly, sleep better, and reconnect safely. If you want to learn more about how this process works, please visit drtrishleigh.com. Click the tab that says For Partners. That's where I outline how I help women heal from betrayal trauma, and I help men rewire their brains from sexual compulsivity. Do you want to know what you can do right now? Let's talk about it. Number one, name it. Naming it is so important. This was a betrayal trauma moment. It's not a minor misunderstanding. Naming it brings clarity. Number two, create safety. Step back if you have to, emotionally, physically, digitally, whatever helps you breathe again. Number three, avoid minimizing it. Your feelings are real. You don't have to pretend it didn't hurt. Next, seek professional support. Find a trauma-informed guide, not just relationship advice. This is bigger than just relationship stuff. This will help you regulate your body and your mind. If he's ready, help him to get the help that he needs too. Sexual addiction recovery is possible. It starts with honesty, accountability, and most importantly, retraining the brain's reward system. Healing happens when truth and compassion meet. You might feel like this moment shattered everything, but it can also be the beginning of clarity, the beginning of the true relationship that you want and deserve. I've seen women rebuild trust in themselves after betrayal, most importantly, and I've seen men transform their lives when they're able to face their addiction and, most importantly, to retrain their brains so they can heal. I want you to remember you are not alone. You certainly are not crazy, and both of you can heal from the inside out. If this message resonated with you, please visit drtrishleigh.com. Click the Partners tab so you can learn more about brain mapping and neurocoaching to rebuild safety and connection. And don't forget to subscribe. We're all about healing your brain and your heart, one truth at a time. I'll see you next time.